Verse 24. Can you believe we're already in the middle of, almost in the middle of March? Time is marching forward. And the Lord rained brimstone, fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Oh, but God is love. God would never do something like, let me tell you something in case you don't know. God will never allow sin. He's a holy God. He can never be in a place where there is sin. And where he sees sin, he wants to remove it. That's why he sent his son to die on a cross. He does love us. He didn't create hell for us. It was created for the devil. But if you want to go there, he'll let you. That's how loving he is. And Sodom and Gomorrah was up to here with them. And it was time to eradicate them. And so yes, God is so loving that he's just. And he does what is fair and wise for all involved. And so that's Genesis 19:24. And that is our loving God. And we get to sing about him, talk about him for the next hour on the Kevin Shorey Show with our special guest, Paul Williams. Are you ready? Roll it! It's the Kevin Shorey Show. Take before live studio audience. Crosslight Studios in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Today, Kevin's special guest, Paul Williams. Reaching around the world the gospel of Jesus Christ from Nashville, Tennessee is entertainment with a message. Now, here's your host, Kevin Shorey. We got a great program, and I don't know any better way to start a program than to start singing. Here is Brother Paul Williams back on the Kevin Shorey Show again to sing a great new song called In the Shadow of the Cross. Here's Paul Williams.
Thank you, Kevin.
In the shadow of the cross, I finally found some peace. As I journey on this rocky road of life, it offers comfort and relief. From the mountains to the valleys, it marks the way so I'm not lost. As I journey on this steep and narrow trail, in the shadow of the cross, in the shadow of the cross, that's where I lay my burdens down. When the flood of doubts come rolling in, it's my place of higher ground. Lord, help me to remember that precious blood that stained the tree. God grant that I never will forget that precious blood was shed for me. In the shadow of the cross, all the healing power there, freedom from the pain that life may bring. There's only comfort and care. For a bright mighty promise, it was there he paid cost, with the best that the Master had to give. In the shadow of the cross, in the shadow of the cross, that's where I lay my burdens down. When the flood of doubts come rolling in, it's my place of higher ground. Lord, help me to remember that precious blood that stained the tree. God grant that I never will forget that precious blood was shed of the cross. It was all done for me.
Burdens of my soul, my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight. Now I'm happy all the day. I'm happy. Aren't you happy today? I'm happy. We're happy to have Paul Williams, his lovely wife, here today. And we are going to have a great program, and he's going to sing one of those heart songs for you. That I really like this song, and it's called "More to Go To." And, we have a lot ahead of us than we have behind us, right? Forgetting the things which are behind, we press towards things ahead. The other day, I'm driving along, my wife says, I hear a noise in the car. Now, this is the car that I take unless a church puts it in their budget to get me a rental car, fly me in an airplane. I drive my car most of the time. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to Arkansas to preach 2 services. I'll be in Western Grove, Arkansas, and Harrison, Arkansas, 23rd, 24th of this month. So you want to see some live miracles. God's going to heal, God's going to touch, God's going to save and deliver, and want to see you in person. So come on out to those things. Well, I drive my car there. She says, there's noise in the car. Well, noise, honey, please. It seems like women have this sense of noises in cars. I don't know what it is. They hear them. Sometimes I can hear them, but they always seem to tune in. They got radar. And so she was right. I get outside of the car. Nothing's wrong under the hood that I can see. I'm not a perfect mechanic, but it did seem like when I was listening under the hood in the car, nothing. Sure enough, I look at the tire. She says, I think it's the tire. She was right again. The tire. There was thread coming out of the tire, and they were pretty much bald. I hadn't even noticed all the miles we put on all the time. And the other tire on the other front. Now the back seemed okay, but the front tire, which means probably in alignment too, but for now, I needed tires. So, $180, boom. Didn't know. I was just telling the folks before the show, sometimes those extra things come up that you don't expect that you need. So, but we need the vehicle to go. So I had to get this, so I put it on. Don't like to dip into other, but and took it at $180. All I'm trying to say is, our ministry is all about evangelism. Even those tires are for Jesus, and we need some help today. And so that extra $180, maybe God would speak to you and say, "No, you write a check for $180." Well, that would be a wonderful thing. To be exact, it was $172 actually. So if you're writing a check, $172, and 1,000 is spelled THOUSAND. That's a poor joke. But anyway, and if you have a hard time, signing the check, just fill in the amount or just sign it actually, and then let somebody else fill in the amount for you. That way it's not so painful. No, but we need to hear from you. It's kevinshorey.com, or you can go and write to P.O. Box 222 Pleasant View, that's Pleasant View, Tennessee, 37146. But Ken, Mark, Kathy, we're going to see you out in Arkansas. Randy, love to see you out there, buddy. Sherry, Nancy, and Isaiah, we probably won't see you. You're in Idaho, but you're welcome to come to Arkansas. Craig, you can come. Rosemary, Ellen in Montana, Alex Zolt is even on. Hello, everybody. Glad you're watching. They're watching from around the United States, Brother Paul. And so, yeah, this is way cool. I was saying this morning, I don't say enough how appreciative, because we always hear the negative things, but I'm so appreciative for Facebook, for allowing us to have this type of ministry and do what we are doing. And so all I say is when it comes to giving, especially to any ministry, including ours, ask God what He would have you do. If you really are praying about it and what He speaks to do, you need to do it. If He says don't do anything for that guy, or for the ministry, then don't do it. Then no strings attached. But ask the Lord, seek the Lord, and I promise that He will answer. He always does in a perfect way. A lot of times I talk about healthy things to help your health. The ASEA I want to talk about, but this thing they call kids armor, because the most vulnerable are our kids when it comes to the cell phones. And this dispels the electromagnetic fields and the radiation radiation, your phone. You can feel the heat from the phone. Well, that's not just warmth of the light on your phone. It's electromagnetic fields that are building up. If you think that somebody can make a call in Africa and reach you here on your cell phone, it goes up from Africa into the satellite, down from the satellite to the United States, through all the different cell towers, bing, 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 in through your house, into your phone, and nothing is going into your body. You would be sadly mistaken. And I'm not a genius or even play one on TV, but I'll tell you, I can figure out that there's something involved besides the light on your phone that's causing heat. And a man who's done all the research in 3 different clinics from around the world, including Germany and the United States and in Israel, that your head's tissue gets warm and the blood goes into a warm state, and they show pictures. It's all inside. I can show it to you, and it keeps your blood in a more normal state and changes the temperature of your head's tissue and cooler. I mean, if you don't want your blood boiling up in your head, then this would be a great gift for yourself or for others. There's 2 in each box. And for your gift of $35, but this week I want them to go. I've knocked $10 off. You're still going to get 2 devices, all the research in the little pamphlet that's inside this box for $25. If your gift of $25 or more, it'll help me pay off for those tires that I, seriously, Paul, you know what I did? I borrowed from my wife. That's what I did. This is worse than borrowing from the bank, because she may not charge financial interest. There is interest involved if I can't pay my wife back. Believe me. Anyway, all that aside, you've got financial situations too. Let the Lord get in the middle of them. And the way you do that is by giving into ministries. Let the Lord lead you in what to do. If you give $25 or more, just say Kids Armor, and we'll send you the box. As a matter of fact, we'll do 2 of the boxes that we normally do for almost the price of 1. We can do 25 or 2 for the 35. We'll do that today as you watch the show, and this week as we talk about it. My ASEA, I told you about the man last week who was totally, all of his cancer in his bladder disappeared from the ASEA. So that was a friend of a friend, so I know that's true. We're going to have another lady come on next week to talk about what it does for her. But one thing I don't talk about, because it's like drinking something that regulates your genes and your cells. It keeps your cells talking, is what the ASEA company says. And it is amazing. If you want the discount, though, you have to call me, 844-47-KEVIN, and I can help you with that. But this ASEA not only does that, but I don't talk about the gel. They're showing pictures of before and after wrinkles and cellulite, and if you got any bit of that and want some help, this is the smaller version of the tube I want you to get, and you can get a tube every month along with your bottles of ASEA, so you're drinking and the cells are talking to each other, and the cells, your skin cells and out, are coming alive. The study shows an actual decrease in the size of fat lobules, is what this says, and other cellulite treatments use inflammation and fillers for a temporary effect. But this, with the study, a 12-week study, said that elasticity, all that, thigh skin elasticity improved an average of 20.9%, some results up to 24%. Wrinkles, cellulite, I mean, look how young I look. And, you know, I can only testify that I feel better inside and out with ASEA. Try it out today, and as you donate, as you get this to help your health, one of these products, it also helps our ministry. I always wanted to say, if you shop regularly at Amazon.com, all you have to do, no extra charge, no extra fees. You don't have to sign up every time. Just one time, go to the box that says Smile. And AmazonSmile.com. Just go to Amazon.com, it'll be up there. If you go to Smile and you type in your favorite charity, which would be, in this case, Kevin Shorey Ministries, if I'm Julian, your favorite, I think you can pick more than one, but if you put in Kevin Shorey Ministries, every time from that point on, anytime you buy anything from a piece of lettuce to a brand new car at Amazon.com, because you know you can buy almost anything. Amazon is almost the mark of the beast. But anyway, but we love them because just like I love Facebook for allowing us to do this free of charge, Amazon free of charge is donating from a percentage of everything that you buy from them. they're sending every quarter as a donation to our ministry. So do that. That would help. And but any way you want to do, you can find out all these things at kevinshorey.com, or you can call me at 844-47-KEVIN. A lot of folks online watching, they're ready for another song. Let's hit it with a great song. Of course, we have our monthly partnership as well. Maybe you want to go online. Since you're online already, go to kevinshorey.com and check some of these things out that I'm talking about. Go ahead, but I want you to listen to this song as it ministers to you here once again, and we're going to talk to him right after the song. Here is Paul Williams.
Thank you. I mean, we're just coming out. This is all more to go to. I grew up in Grandma's kitchen, sitting on my grandpa's knee. Sure did miss those family Sunday dinners. Those folks all meant so much to me. The happy times we shared together, one by one I've had to say goodbye. Till there's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. As I look back on the good times, all the ones no longer here, all the memories of the silent past, well, I can't help but shed a tear. Still I know there's better waiting for me. I won't be sad when it's my time, 'cause there's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. Well, I moved around the country for way too many years. Then I met and married my dad. We shared 20 happy years, till the speeder on her cell phone took her away from me. I know God works out things for our good, but sometimes it's hard to see. As I look back on the good times, all the ones no longer here, all the memories of the silent past, well, I can't help but shed a tear. Still I know there's better waiting for me. I won't be sad when it's my time, 'cause there's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. Well, now I'm growing older, and my hair is turning gray. As I watch this world around me, I understand it less each day. Oh, the Lord is coming quickly. It seems we're seeing all the signs, and you know I won't be sorry to leave this crazy world behind. 'Cause as I look back on the good times, all the memories of the sun past. Well, I can't help but shed a tear. Still, I know there's been waiting for me. I won't be sad when it's my time. 'Cause there's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. Yes, there's more for me to go to now than anything I'll leave behind.
Oh, that's the truth. Thank you, Brother Paul. Come on over here, brother. We'll talk about that song just a little bit and try to get through without crying.
Sure.
I appreciate that. But no, I'm just so glad that you were with us today. And
Thank you.
let's
Thank
catch
you
up
much.
with the people that we didn't see the last time. Where are you born and raised? Where are you from? What you doing? And how do you do it?
Well, I actually grew up around D.C. I
Like
lived there after.
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I lived in College Park and then Springfield, Virginia. I moved from there after I got out of high school. I moved to Berkeley Springs, where my grandparents lived. Yes.
Berkeley Springs is West Virginia?
West Virginia,
Yeah.
yes, sir. So
Here, hold
it's not
on.
it's not the end of the world, but you can see it from
You can
there.
see it from there. Well, that describes most of West Virginia. Actually. No, I'm just kidding. Love you, West Virginia. Love you. But I just I forgot about the DC and the West Virginia. That makes a little more sense. But how does a cowboy come out of DC? Did you always like Southern gospel country music?
Oh yeah. I think my grandfather used to play that for me when I was like 3.
Yeah.
Some of those songs, when I started playing guitar years later, I figured out how to play them from what I remembered from when I was real little like that. It's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That's like, what are some of the influences then in playing guitar growing up?
Oh, when I first started playing guitar, I went for guys like Jim Croce or John Denver, that style of music.
Yeah.
But and Bobby G. Rice, yes.
Yes!
Once Steve got on the radio and all,
Yeah, that's it. It's Bobby G.
Hi,
here in
Bobby.
the audience, yeah. But for sure, and then I'm playing, but yeah, who doesn't like, Jim Croce? And did you say John Denver?
John Denver,
Oh,
yeah.
I was listening to him the other day. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so sad he's gone, I tell you. Love
Nice finger picking and all.
Yes, and of course, West Virginia, of course you had to listen to John Denver, right?
Yeah, I play that all the time for folks back home. Tell them we're doing the national anthem.
Yeah, exactly. And so, when did you start realizing to use these talents, for the Lord and for entertainment and stuff? Where did you start doing that?
Well, I first got a chance to be on stage at Antietam Recreation up close to Hagerstown, Maryland. They were looking for a singing cowboy to be out around the campfire while people were getting ready for the shows.
Yeah.
Keep them entertained while they're getting ready inside. So I spent a couple of years doing that. I've been leading singing at my church at Alpine UMC in Berkeley Springs for many years.
Yeah.
Still do that most every
Were you
Sunday.
in the church or in the UMC? Or that's Methodist, right?
I actually came to the church. Don't really call myself a Methodist. It's just a handy church for me.
Right. Yeah, I don't like labels either.
Yeah.
We get to heaven and we get torn off. If you get the other place, it get burned off.
There you go.
But anyway.
Yeah, we worry about Jesus, not denominations.
Come on now. And but you weren't raised in church. Your parents didn't raise you up in church, or you did?
Not so much. No. I went with my grandparents a little when I was real little. Then for many years I was kind of out of it. I went around the country, as the song tells about, chasing railroad jobs. When I got tired of that and came back home, then I realized I wasn't looking for jobs and places. I was looking for somebody to be with me.
How old were you when you came to the Lord like that?
I was probably about 33, if I remember right.
Well, but that's about the time Jesus died on the cross when he was 33. So there you go. That's a good age. And that's when I thought I was going to get married at 33 because if Jesus died at 33, I thought I could die. No, anyway, another old joke. Yeah, tough crowd. But so you came to the Lord and you You're in church and you're doing churches now. You sing or play in churches.
Oh, yeah.
And so people can go to paulwilliams.com, or where do they find you?
You can find me on Facebook.
Facebook?
It's Paul N. Williams in Berkeley Springs. You can find me all over the internet now. My CD is called Shenandoah Skies. You can hear that on Spotify, or you can buy it on CD Baby, or all those kind of places.
That's the name of your album or your single?
Shenandoah Skies. There's also a single, but that's the name of the CD.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Okay. And so not only traveling, but you recently was part of a movie. Is that
Yeah. I was wanted to be an extra in this Western they were shooting up in Berkeley Springs.
Yeah.
They built a set up there and everything, nice Western town. And I sent in a picture to ask if I could be an extra, and they said, "Well, you look too modern for a 1910 cowboy, but said we have a role for you. We'd like you to be a prison guard. So we like your look." So I actually ended up with a real part instead of just
you were a prison guard.
Yeah.
In the movie, can you tell what the name of the movie is?
It's called Bill Tillman and the Outlaws, and you'll find it in some little theaters right now. They're still doing the tests, and they're working on a distribution deal. We're hoping to get it out real soon. So look for us.
Yeah, it's neat. Is this a true story? Or?
It's based on a true story. The characters are real characters. Bill Tillman was a sheriff out there, friend of Bat Masterson and some of those guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he had an idea back then to shoot a movie, use real lawmen and real outlaws.
Yeah.
I don't think Bill had quite as much trouble with it as they made out in the movie, but they made it for an entertaining story.
I bet it is. I look forward to seeing that. I love those kind of the movies and stuff. Do you remember your part? Do you remember what you said? What was your?
Oh, I got a whole line. Yes, I said, Mr. James, Frank James.
Really? Jesse James's brother?
Yep.
Was in this prison as well?
He was actually out of prison, but they recruited him to do the movie along with, help me out.
Cole Younger.
Cole Younger, that's right. Cole was still in prison, and they got him out for the movie. And of course, the two of them had to hatch out a plot to actually rob the bank instead of. So that's kind of where the story ends.
And your line was what again?
Frank James is walking up, and I said, "Oh, Mr. James," as he's walking in the hotel.
Well, that's good. I bet you practiced it 100 times.
Yeah.
Mr. James. That is really, really cool. And so we'll look for that to come out and get to see you. What other actors are in it? Are there any?
Well, there's several that you know. Robert Carradine, one of the Carradine brothers.
Really?
Yeah, we had him. We had actually Johnny Crawford from The Rifleman. He was a kid on The Rifleman.
Yeah.
He's a lot older now.
Yeah,
But,
a little bit.
he was William S. Hart in the movie.
Wow.
We also had Lana Wood.
Yeah.
Years ago, she was a Bond girl.
That's a great opportunity for you. So God is opening doors and God is blessing in so many ways.
Yes, He is.
Tell me how you came to stumble upon, though, this song, this More to Go To. I mean, it really touches me. I could speak to a lot of it. Is this about you or is it somebody else?
No, this is me. This is a true story. Up to that point, I'd written one song in my life. Sent it into a publisher, a friend of Bobby's, and he listened to it. He said, "I'd like to hear more of your stuff." And I said, "Well, I guess I better get busy writing it then."
Yeah.
So what I did, I sat down that afternoon after I got off the phone. In 3 hours, I had 2 songs written, and one of them roughly recorded to send in. And More to Go To was among that. I feel like those words were given to me. I mean, it just came that quickly.
Well, it really speaks about our future really is in heaven, and now there's more up there. There's more to go to now.
Amen.
I feel that way. I mean, I still have so many friends and family members here, but the more, my mom, my dad, my grandparents are up there, and a lot of friends. I just lost another friend last week out in Branson. He had a stroke about 5 years ago, never really fully recovered. Went to be with the Lord last week. Just this afternoon, I found out about my uncle, my oldest uncle, who he's about 3 to 6 months to live now. They said that he's in stage 4 cancer in his liver and lymph nodes. And he says, "No, I feel fine. I don't understand." He's hard-nosed, New England, Cape Cod. That's where all our family was born. And we had pilgrims in my ancestry. That's how we go way back, the Mayflower. But
we were here to meet him.
Yeah, that's awesome. And pray for my Uncle Bobby and pray for our family for sure. We're going to go up to visit with him. But, the more you get placing people up there, you see what it feels like. You have more to go to than
Yes.
to stay here. It mentions about because of somebody on their cell phone. So
That's pretty true. Yes, I think that's what happened. Lady actually hit his head on at speed. She came upon a car that was sitting still in the other lane waiting to turn left. Instead of going to the right around it, she pulled over in front of us for whatever reason and just hit his head on at full speed.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
How were you hurt in that?
I got a little soreness in my chest out of it. It's a wonder it didn't kill both of us if you'd seen that car, but that was all I got.
That's all you got.
Hurt my cell phone.
Yeah. and it's your wife that was in the car?
Yes, and it killed her outright.
Yeah. Now that must have been a horrible time. And what's really interesting about God is that in the darkest of our times in the life, and we'll have them. If you haven't had them, maybe you're too young to know what I'm talking about, but you live long enough, you have some tragedy, there's some storms that hit you. But isn't it like the Lord that even in your darkest hour, that He'll give you a song?
Yeah.
And out of that comes this song. That's blessing me because, my tragedy was my mom. That was the worst tragedy. Others that have passed, they were older. And so, you don't want anybody to go to heaven. You want them to stay here forever.
Mm-hmm.
But, my mom, just one day the police showed up at my house and said, there is a dead body in your mom's front yard. And so,
Wow, that's rough.
she lived in the country, so I knew it couldn't be anybody else. And so I was hoping it was something they were wrong, but she was out burning leaves in the woods and got trapped in beside her house. I didn't know you could even die from smoke inhalation outside.
Wow.
But she did. In these tragedies like this, I can't wait to go see her up there for sure. I really want to slap her when I see her. What in the world were you doing outside burning leaves? But anyway, that's a whole other side. But, what about the person that was doing the cell phone order? Were they harmed when they hit you?
She walked away. She actually went down and registered a new car and started driving again before I was ever able to get back in one. It took me a little while.
How long have you been married?
Right at 20 years. This was in February. Our 21st anniversary would have been in May.
Wow. So God gives you a song through this. Maybe you could tell us that healing process. Maybe something you could share that would help us to understand how when something hits that hard, literally out of the left lane or out of left field, how do you cope? How do you do it?
I think it's just through prayer. You've got to lean on God, and it takes time and attitude.
Yeah.
You got to come back to a loving attitude.
Yeah.
I could have been really bitter.
Well, yeah. Speaking of slapping, maybe the woman that hit you, you could have feelings for them.
But I'm sure she's had a rough time with this too, and I hope she'll get over it as she goes.
Yeah. See, that's only the Lord Jesus that puts that love and that strength and a peace. The peace comes from like what you sing about, because there is a place called heaven. There is a place that we want you to go to, that we want you to find out the wonders and the beauty and the majesty of God about. You can understand. It's like heaven on earth here. But He's promised an even better place. And there is so much here and there, but it's only a joy. This is like, how do you explain? If you go to a good restaurant in Orlando, Florida, you are doing good. You'll have there's good seafood there. There's good food of all kinds in Orlando, Florida, because I grew up there, so I know. But you are just a few miles from Disney World. And that is like the ultimate place. You can have a good restaurant in Orlando, but you're outside those gates of Disney World. You want to get into the Magic Kingdom. There you go. And that's what Earth is good because of Jesus.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's a better place awaiting. That
Amen.
is bigger and better than the Mickey Mouse. That's just Mickey Mouse stuff at Disney World. This is the real deal. And as wonderful as heaven what makes all those places great is Jesus himself.
Amen.
Paul knows Jesus. His wife, how long have you been married now?
Karen and I got married last July. That's, what,
Newlyweds.
7 months now? Don't remember what day this is.
Brother, you get with it now. You're a newlywed. There we go. But we'll have you. I'm not proper enough to teach. I've only been married 13 years, 9 months, and 3 days. So, sorry, 4 days. And it's Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 4 days. But I remember because I didn't get married until I was 41. So, yeah. So I count every day. 13 years, 9 months, 4 days exactly. But you, on the other hand, should learn from your friend Bobby. How long have you been married, Brother Bobby?
Well, in October 6th, it'll be
October
50 years.
6th, it'll be 50 years.
We'll do some kind of celebration for that.
Yes, but he has some knowledge and wisdom, and his wife even more so. Needs to you just hang out with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there you go.
Because you're newlywed, you want to do this one right.
Yep.
But God, in all of his infinite wisdom, he sets things up ahead of time. Here's what I want to talk about today. You ever wonder when you're going through the crisis, God, what in the world are you up to? Like, what are you doing? You must have had a million questions when this tragedy, and it's probably not the only tragedy that's ever hit your home or your life. And saying, there's big ones and there's not so big ones, but they're all tragedies. When real crises come, Lord, what are you up to? And why am I the one that has to go through it? Why am I here where I am? Like maybe you'd ask why I was in that, in that lane in the car at that point. Why was my mom in the woods at that point? Raking leaves and burning them, and But when you come to the other side, and of course you're going to always miss your wife. I'm going to always miss my mom. We're going to miss our loved ones who've gone on. But when you get to the other side, you say, God, I think I got it figured out, at least mostly, what you were up to all along. He had a purpose, and he had a plan. One of those was this song that you wrote. It's going to bless thousands upon thousands of people.
Amen.
It already has, I'm sure. And this is on actually a new single, is it? A new song?
It is. This is one that we just released. It's hopefully it's going to be on the radio real soon.
Yes, and we can get that on Facebook, or is there
There's I'm on YouTube singing it, and
is there iTunes or that's
you can get it on iTunes and such as that if you want to buy it.
Paul M. Williams.
Yeah, Paul M. Williams and Shenandoah Skies is the CD if you want to look it up that way.
But you wonder, really, until you get to the other side of it, and sometimes some folks never get to the other side. That's the tragedy. That when you get to the other side, you find out it was a miracle all along. And God, really, all is more than a detergent. It's the truth. All things, everything, works together for good to those that love him. Such was the case of the widow woman when her son died. Why did that have to happen? But the prophet came by and raised him from the dead.
Yep.
Wow. And then there was a famine. It just kept happening to this poor lady, and she had to leave her land and go live in the heathen world of the Philistines. So this widow woman, after her son dies, then is raised from the dead, they move away, leave their land and their farm and their house, and go to a strange land for 7 years. I think it was 7 years. Let's read 2 Kings chapter 8. And so Elisha spoke to the woman, and